Hey everybody, G4 Video 5 here, and welcome to another stream. This time, once again, with Pokemon LeafGreen. As a bit of a funny thing happened the last time I tried streaming, which was on Sunday, so about 4 days ago at this point, where my save file got deleted. So, what had happened was I wanted to start streaming, and I wanted to start the game at the same time the stream began, and so I tried to time it up properly, and so the stream began. When I tried loading up the game from my Analog Pocket, the Analog Pocket docking station became frozen, and so I tried to unfreeze it, and what ended up happening was I removed the Analog Pocket from the docking station, I got it sorted, I booted up the game manually that way, but I accidentally hit the power button, putting the Analog Pocket into sleep mode, which then deleted my save file. And so I had to replay this game to get back up to the point we were at during the previous stream. Yeah, there's quite a few hours played on this. But I didn't play past any point. I didn't play past the point that we left off at, basically. But I did do a lot of other things. And welcome, Ninezard. Hope you're doing well. So to kind of show off the team here, because it is technically different, since these are all brand new Pokemon. I do have two Meowths, because they both have pickup, which is pretty nice. Just because they'll pick up random items for me. But the Ivysaur here, it's still Calm Nature, which is nice, because I love that defensive approach for it. I also have a new trainer ID now, 3 4s and 2 8s, which is kind of nice, because of the poker connection from Red Dead Redemption. So I'm quite a fan of that, even though it doesn't end in a 0 or a 5. But there are the stats, and these Pokemon are like pseudo EV trained, because when I was going back through the game, I kind of fought Pokemon that would provide effort values that would benefit the Pokemon I'm sending out. So the stats are probably going to be a bit different than last time, where it's like with Ivysaur, for example, I didn't send it out against any Ekans. I just kept Pokemon that would benefit from the attack EVs that an Ekans would give you. But the Gyarados here is female and jolly once again, so that was pretty cool that I was able to reclaim that. Because I wasn't trying to get a female one again, but it just kind of worked out that way. And this one's actually pretty interesting because its speed is like really high, the IVs for it. And then the special attack also has really high special attack IVs. It's like 30 or 31 is what the calculator came out to. And the other stats, the IVs, aren't really noteworthy because I don't remember any of them. And that's fine, even for attack, that's fine, like the normal attack stat. Around a few years ago, I was going to buy the first Red Dead from a garage sale for only $5, but you didn't have time. Oh, that's too bad, because that sounds like a pretty good deal for Red Dead 1. Oh, man. Well, you know, at least it occasionally goes on sale in case you wanted to purchase it, like, digitally, or, you know, maybe you could find it cheap at, like, a used game store or something. But, yeah, that is too bad, Ninezard. I do have the Jigglypuff, once again, it's modest, and so I'm pretty happy about that. It actually didn't take too long to find this one either, because I know the Jigglypuff we caught on stream that was modest, it was like the third Jigglypuff in, or something like that. And so this one's a bit higher leveled, because I trained it up. It has Rollout and Defense Curl, so I think I'm ready to evolve this Jigglypuff into Wigglytuff. So I'll do that after we're done going through the team here. I do have Sandshrew with Poison Sting, which it probably won't have that for very long, because I think we get Brick Break pretty soon here on the SSN, so yeah, I just have Poison Sting for now, in place of Scratch. And this one is not Careful Nature, it's actually Adamant. So, yeah, that is, I think, the only difference between team members from the original playthrough before that got deleted by accident, and this playthrough. And I guess we'll give the Meowth some time to shine. They're both Adamant. I was looking for a Jolly Meowth, but it just kind of worked out this way. And one time he tried buying it from a game store, but the manager said there wasn't any disc because it was gone for some odd reason, and there were not any extra discs. Oh, that's too bad. It's unfortunate because it's like a tease. Like, why did they even have it on display then if you were trying to buy the game? It's really, really unfortunate. But the reason why this save file has so many hours compared to the first save file is because I caught all of these wild Pokemon with natures that I would want to use, which again is super arbitrary. I'm not using these competitively, it's just purely aesthetic, and I'm weird like that. So I caught a Jolly Pidgey and evolved it into a Pidgeotto, Jolly Rattata, Jolly Spearow. You can kind of see a theme here. I love speed natures, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about all this. I kind of don't want to admit how many hours it took to catch the timid Caterpie and Jolly Weedle, because those took quite a few hours to find. But it was fun. It was like relaxing after work and just kind of hunting for Pokemon. Yeah, Pikachu, Nidoran female, Paris, Geodude, and Zubat. So we are missing a few Pokemon, but we're past that point where we can't go back to Mount Moon, for example, and try finding a Clefairy or a Nidoran male in the route before Mount Moon. And so we'll eventually get the chance to backtrack and do all that good stuff. But in the meantime, though, we did get the Versus Seeker from this woman, which was really nice, because that allows us to rebattle trainers. But real quick, I believe someone bought the game a little bit earlier, and that's why there was no discs left. Ah, so they didn't, like, update their stock or their inventory. They just left that empty, like, display case out. Okay, that makes sense. That's still too bad, though. And to show the Versus Seeker, you can just activate this thing. And you can see how one of these trainers is, like, jumping up and being weird. You can rebattle that trainer if you wanted to, and then the unfazed person next to the person like air humping is just standing there, and you're not able to rebattle them. So it's a really cool feature. I've been using that a lot off stream too. But anyway, let's go through Vermilion and find some items here. There's a Max Ether hiding in the corner there, which is really nice for PP restoration. This guy, Fishing Guru, really isn't much of a fishing guru, but if you say you like to fish, he'll give you an old rod, which is pretty nice. And I mentioned the humping thing, and then like all my TikTok viewers disappeared. So maybe I'll refrain from doing that in the future. Anyway. Yeah, so we get the old rods. Now we can actually catch Magikarp if we wanted to. But I don't want to, but it's still nice for, I guess, like, speed EV training. Whenever you go to your retro game store and, like, buying a DS or Game Boy Advance game for the DS, you don't really see any Mario or Pokemon games for some strange reason on the shelf. I'd imagine because they're pretty expensive. Like, these days, the Pokemon games, oh my gosh, like, I think Pokemon Emerald is up to $200 now, or something like that in the US. And so I guess it would make sense that they would maybe keep those behind the shelf, or just not even have them in stock, because they would sell out so quickly. Alright, let's see. Oh, and you have a theory that the managers, they keep it in a box or somewhere secret. That's the, I mean, that could be that could be right on the money there. They keep it protected. Alright, so we're talking to this guy, because he's talking about Rapidash, so it kind of gives me like Brony vibes or something, so I'm a little nervous here. But, you know, if you just listen to his story, then eventually he'll give you the bike voucher. And so this is pretty nice, because back when we go to Cerulean City, which I guess we could do now, but I'll hold off on that. We could pick up a bike, which is really nice. Yeah, so he has a Fearow that lets him fly. That's pretty cool. And I like this little tip on the wall. Let's all listen politely to other trainers. Yes. So it's like that's a tip that you should be listening to that person on the couch there, the Pokemon fan club president, I think. So you mean you saw Super Mario 64 for the DS on the shelves, but never got it. There was Call of Duty Black Ops on the DS, which I got one time. Oh, and actually on TikTok I saw a few videos of Call of Duty Black Ops 1 on the DS for some reason. There was like someone actually playing somebody else, like online. And I didn't understand really how the controls worked, but I thought it was pretty interesting. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool seeing that. Sadly, we can't fight the gym yet, because we need cuts. So the way we get cut is on the SSN. I don't remember what else is in these other houses. Oh, yeah, this person, they trade a Spearow for Farfetch'd, which sounds like a bad trade, because I guess it really is, but this is the only way to get Farfetch'd in this game. So yeah, we'll hold off on that. Alright, so here's the pier area. We can go past the pier and just head to Diglett's Cave, which is this entrance here. And there's also some like trainers on this side. What is this? Oh, an awakening, nice. Just in case we get hypnosis used against us or something. So that's kind of cool. But Diglett's Cave is pretty handy for Lieutenant Surge's gym coming up here. It's a little difficult to shoot the zombies. Oh, I can imagine. Because you have a DS Lite and played it for a little bit. Well, that's cool that you ended up playing it. Alright, let's see. So I have Sandshrew at the front, which is exactly what I want. Well, that person's name is Tylenol. That passed by the TikTok little feed there. Alright. So we'll flash ourselves, we'll flash the ticket. Well, I shouldn't be making jokes like that, because last time I did, I lost a bunch of TikTok viewers. But, anyway. Nah, it doesn't matter, I'll just keep making jokes, but... Alright, on the SSN, there's like tons of trainers here. So we'll go ahead and do this. We'll fight all these trainers and get some experience, and of course get some effort values by doing so. It's like this guy has a Growlithe. I think he has 2 Growliths. I did play a little bit ahead, so I kind of memorized some things. But at the same time, it's like I didn't actually save after going ahead. I was just curious, like, what was ahead of, like, where we left off. And, yeah, that's a little annoying there, the amount of health left. But thankfully Growlithe didn't attack us, because I think it could have done some more damage to us. Put a nice little dent into Sandshrew. And so, of course, Bite missed. And yeah, Dig on Sandshrew is, like, amazing at this point in the game. It's just really nice having that. So now we've been intimidated twice, so I'm going to swap out Sandshrew. It's like I want Sandshrew to get some experience to be ready for Lieutenant Surge, but I do want it to take that second Intimidate, so Gyarados doesn't take the Intimidate. And yeah, Gyarados is no fear to the Ember. For some odd reason, a few months ago, your brain was telling you to get GTA Chinatown Wars on the DS and GTA Advance, but yet again, you never bought it because you know it can be a very high price. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of the, that's the challenge right there. Like, kind of determining the best time to pick up those older games. Because I know I've been eyeballing, I think it's Pokemon Soul Silver, because I don't own that game. And it's like, you know, do I really want to pull that, you know, well, I shouldn't say the rest of that, you know, for the old TikTok censoring thing. It's like, do I want to go for it and purchase something like that? You know, that's the question. I also like how that lady just lets us heal up in her bed. It's very strange. Your father doesn't have his credit card anymore because right now he's getting a new one in February. Ah, okay. I see. Alright, so we have another Nidoran here. I've seen quite a few of these so far. Kind of lined up in the same way, where it's like you'll have a trainer that has both Nidoran. It's like, yeah, we kind of get the point. It's like, yeah, they're a combination, like what's the word, like rivals in a way. Well, maybe not rivals, but just like counterparts, maybe. Alright, well there's another Nidoran. And yeah, that's the great part about Dig 2, is it gives us ground-type move, finally, so we're doing super effective damage against some of these poison types. I guess a bit of a fear here, which isn't a big deal, because we just heal in the next room, but there it is. We can get poisoned by Poison Point. Alright. Well, good stuff there. Defeated Arthur Morgan. Very nice. Now, since we're here, I may as well just heal up. We'll have that poison effect there. Alright, let's head into this room now. She thinks we're a waiter. I believe this person is the waiter, yeah. And they really play into like the French thing, kind of overdoing it with the translation. Yeah, lay strong silent type, yes, because we're silent protagonists like Claude in GTA 3. We don't speak at all. But I notice that there's quite a few people in here that like say lay a lot. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's see. Cruise is so elegant yet cozy, yes, that sounds nice. Oh, that's very cute, the Wigglytuff. Actually, I should evolve my my Jigglypuff. I said I was going to do that. Let's evolve. Because the only other move that I can think of that, you know, would benefit Jigglypuff in any way is Double Slap. And I'd rather have the consistency of Pound. So we'll go ahead and evolve Jigglypuff. Into Wigglytuff, hell yeah. Alright, so let's check this thing out. Its stats were pretty bad earlier, so they should be a bit better now. Yeah, 37 special attack and 27 attack. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have moves that would benefit from the special attack stat quite yet, but it will eventually. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. For some odd reason, when you downloaded some GTA 4 car mods, and when you ran over pedestrian there was no blood on the vehicle. Oh yeah, you may have, yeah, it could have been something to do with like a European release. Because that is something, like, there are some forms of like censorship in the GTA games when they're released in other areas of the world. Oh, very nice Oranberry from Meowth. Yeah, so that could be it. Could be why there was a bit of censoring going on there. Okay, lots of people in here. I'm surprised that girl over there didn't try fighting us. But that's fine. We have this person with a Nidoran. Yeah, we'll go with Dig still. Ooh, focus energy. Interesting. Mostly it was Japan, Australia, Germany, and France only, but not any other European and Asian country releases. Okay, I see. Guess that makes sense, like different censorship laws in different countries and stuff. Oh, that was very nice of that person to compliment me after I beat them. Nice, is this GTA or Pokemon? Well, exactly. I'm not too sure myself, though. Oh, imagine that Grand Theft Pokemon. It's like Team Rocket's dream. But yeah, welcome Al, I hope you're doing well. Oh man, we're still kind of weak with the old Sandshrew not being able to knock out that Pidgey quite yet. But yeah, I'm very, well, I keep saying dirty words, and then people keep leaving, I notice. Which I should stop looking at that. But it's like I can't help it because of the way the TikTok feed works. But, yeah, I may have said a few things so far that have been off-putting. I was going to say I'm very moist, I may as well just say it anyway, about playing this out, so I'm very excited here. And I think this person had Nidoran female. Yeah, so we're fine with Sandshrew. I think that's the Pokemon. But yeah, I've been looking forward to getting back into playing this, basically, because it's been a few days. As we're fighting on the SSN now. You don't really join TikTok lives, in your own opinion, because the chat is a bit fast. It is quite fast. And then there's all like those like pop-ups that come up showing like people joining and if there are any followers and people sending, I think it's like a universe little emoji thing. Yeah, it can be a bit hectic over there. Because I actually don't watch many these days. But we did get Brick Break, I should point that out. So I'm going to teach that to Sandshrew, even though Wigglytuff can learn it. And we can get more Brick Break TMs later, but I'd prefer to just teach it to Sandshrew here. Where I think this would be a lot better than Poison Sting. It's like the appeal of Poison Sting was that it can potentially poison a Pokemon. And let's actually watch this. Very interesting animation for TM learning. So with that, I do like to reorganize the moves, and I see that Meowth down there has an item. Alright, so now Brick Break is higher power than Rock Tomb, so I'm moving it up on the list. And Dig is at the top because it's a stab move. Alright, so we have a Persimberry. I don't remember what Persimberries do. Let's see. Open. Persim. Oh, Confusion. Okay, that's really nice, actually. There's quite a few, like, Confuse Ray and Supersonic users in this game. In one of the closets where all the DVDs that your dad had, there's a Pokeball controller for the Nintendo Switch that I had that is in the box, which I remember using. Yes, that is for Pokemon Let's Go on the Switch. Which, by the way, I think we're done down here, so I'm going to switch out to, I guess, Wigglytuff. Let's try using Wigglytuff for a little bit. But yeah, I have that same controller because it came with a Mew. Love that person there. They're apparently a part of the global police. But here's where they get like really French, well, they force the Frenchness, I think. So we saw that already with like the waiter out there. But I don't know, it's like they say lay a lot. Odd berries in the trash. Yeah, exactly, like every sentence here has lay. Yeah. But alright. But yeah, I have that same controller. I don't know where mine is, though. But I remember using it not only for... Well, actually, no, I haven't used it for Pokemon Let's Go. I still have not redeemed the Mew that's inside of it. But I have used it for Pokemon Go. Because you can use it as like an auto-catcher type of thing. Where it'll attempt catching things for you whenever it lights up. And you could also spin Pokestops with it. And I remember it being kind of handy when I would hang out with friends and we'd be in, like, you know, driving around, going to, like, one place to another. Like, maybe walking around a park and then going to, like, a restaurant after. You know, in between that drive from the park to the restaurant, I would turn that thing on and then catch things as we would be passing by, like intersections and stuff, and slowing down there. Now, interesting thing here, hyper potion in the trash can. It's very strange. Almost every word in French just ends with an E. Interesting, I hadn't noticed that. And there's a less impactful potion, but still pretty cool. Getting that potion there. A little bit of a tease for strength usage later, that's pretty cool. Oh, 2 sailor men in here. Not sure which one I should fight, but I think this is what I was thinking of, where it's like both of them can look at you at the same time, but they won't both fight you. So it's a little strange there. But oh, horsey, interesting. That's actually perfect for Wigglytuff then. Because that gives a special attack effort value. So nice. Actually, you know, I kind of want to get my Ivysaur in on this. I think getting Smokescreen is like the perfect perfect time to switch out. Yeah, I don't mind getting leered as much. Alright, so we'll just use Razor Leaf. Okay, I think there's someone down here who has like 4 Horsey or something like that. This person has a Shelter though, so we'll continue on with Ivysaur. Just kind of want to sweep through these traders that have these water-type Pokemon. I guess Ivysaur is kind of getting up there in level, so I should watch out at some point and not overdo it, but it's hard to resist because it's just so fun using Razor Leaf to knock everything out. In your closet you have Pokemon books from 2016 and 2017. Nice. Like, would those books be like strategy guide type things, or are they like stories? As we take care of Dunkin' Donuts there. And actually, you know what? I'm going to switch back to Ivysaur here. Oh, didn't mean to go into the summary page. Switch you over. It's like that guy looked at me earlier too, like when I entered. I took a step forward, and he was looking at me, but he didn't move over for some reason, so... Yeah, well, Ivysaur's knocking on the door here. Looking forward to seeing these stats boosted. Leaf Stories, 'cause you do have some chapter books. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, very nice. Alright, let's move ahead here. I think there's 5 total rooms, yeah, so we're on the 3rd one now. And this one's kind of mean. Oh. Well, I don't know if you saw that dialogue there, but yeah, I'm glad I skipped past that. Because I won't be repeating that on stream, or I won't be reading that on stream there. Someone who likes feisty kids, apparently. Alright. So let's let Wigglytuff get in on this hot special attack effort value action. Because I think she should be good enough to do a bit of damage to Horsey, yeah. We'll probably need 2 more pounds after that, but... yeah, it's just fun to let the other Pokemon get involved a little bit. Even if they are kind of struggling. Yeah, this thing likes the smoke screens, because I think that's 2 now. Man, what a champ by Wigglytuff, just fighting through the smoke screen, the accuracy loss. Alright, so this person has another Horsey. So this person's probably the one that has all the Horsey, because there's a trainer like that. So that's pretty nice, but I'll switch out back to Ivysaur to get rid of those stat decreases. Probably have to flip-flop back and forth a little bit. But nothing wrong with that. We should be very familiar with switch training, based off of the early game in this game with the Magikarp. Alright, so another Horsey, as anticipated. And we'll bring back Wigglytuff. Oh, it's very close there. Alright, cool. That was pretty nice, actually. It seemed like none of the smoke screens really did anything to me. So that was nice. Alright, cool. Alright, so let's see what this item is. An ether. Nice. That'll be handy for the Elite Four later. Later, when we're trying to restore our health and PP. So yeah, pretty good stuff. Alright, Tentacool on this person. Interesting. Ooh, that's kind of annoying. I think we were confused upstairs, but it didn't do anything. Okay, this time it's going to do something. Probably because I acknowledged it. But that's fine. Ivysaur's resilient. Surprisingly, this Tentacool likes to constrict. You'd think it liked to wrap, actually, to do some passive damage to us. But we're getting pretty unlucky here with the confusions. We are making confusions. 4 hits in confusion. Interesting. The real cherry on top would be if we weren't a poison type, and we got poison right there. Yeah, that's probably the worst bit of luck there, I think, so far in this playthrough. Alright, we'll swap out. It's like Staryu really isn't that scary or anything, but... Oh, hit the help button there. But I think it would be best just to swap out. Because I don't know when Staryu learns Confusion. But, I don't know, just, I'd like to avoid Ivysaur taking any more damage. I like how this Staryu's just anticipating taking damage, so it's just using Recover ahead of time there. Oh, nice Rapid Spin. I haven't seen that animation yet. That's cool. Ooh, with the classic Harden. Alright. I probably had nothing to worry about with the, with Ivysaur staying out there. But better safe than sorry. Oh, that's a TM for rest. It's pretty nice. If we had Sleep Talk, that'd be even nicer. Alright. Oh, so we have lovers on both sides of the bed here. I think Ivysaur is still in the front. I'm kind of okay with that. Because at least we can switch out if we don't like what we see. Okay, it's a Machop. Yeah, I should probably switch out. Let's get Sandshrew back in on the action here. Oh, Seismic Toss. Interesting. That does a fixed amount of damage. So Machop is level 20, so it did 20 damage to us. That can be kind of annoying in the early game, where Pokemon don't have much hit points. Because there's also, man, what's it called? It's the Ghost-type version of that. Oh, that's gonna annoy me, because I don't remember what it's called. Nightshade, that's what it is. And I sense some kind of like speed tie going on. So I think I used Dig, and then it used Leer. But then it used Seismic Toss, and then Dig took effect. Yeah, interesting. Alright, so that's that person. Let's see. Probably should have switched. I forgot that person had a Machop. Probably should have switched to something else too to get the effort value thing. See, I'm going to be very annoying about the effort values now, even though we're playing single player. Oh, there's that high critical hit ratio coming into play. Very nice. And then another Shelter, that's fine. Just love seeing Ivysaur do work. It's just so satisfying. Alright, so another level increase here. Yeah, quite a few 2s there, that's nice to see. And then Staryu, yeah, we'll switch out again. Not because I'm scared of Staryu, but you know. Yeah, we'll just send out Gyarados. Try not to overthink it too much here. So I believe after this, we'll have the Diak section of the ship, and then the second floor. So we'll be done with the basement and first floor. And we also have to watch out for our rival, which we did rename. Our rival is no longer named Toto. They have been changed to a different name. Because even though Toto is a dirty slut who needs it, I decided to change the name to Pez, because I think that was more relevant, you know, to kind of this playthrough. Because we have I mean, both Toto and Pez are friends of the channel here. But most recently I was talking with Pez, and he was playing through this game, which, like, inspired me to want to play this game, so... But yeah, Toto's awesome, though. Just putting that out there. Alright. So here's the second floor. I believe that staircase right there will lead to the deck area. Don't know if there's really anything of interest besides a few trainers. And we're getting teased that Cut is on board. Let's take these items. Oh, TM10. Oh, I actually got TM10 earlier, off stream. TM10 is Hidden Power, which is a very interesting move. Can be very useful, actually, for a lot of different Pokemon, where its type and intensity depend on the user. So it, like, calculates your individual values of your stats that are completely hidden. You're not able to see those stats in the game, but it takes those stats, puts them into a formula, and whatever it spits out ends up being the power of Hidden Power and the type of Hidden Power. Yeah, so it's not the greatest move for single player because you don't really know, like, offhand what Hidden Power is going to be. And I didn't want to use that. That might be a problem. I accidentally hit Dig, because you can use that outside of battle. So hopefully that doesn't happen in a cave, because here on the SSN, you're not able to get out of here by using Dig. But in caves and stuff, that would be really annoying to put myself back by accidentally tapping that option. But clearly I just wanted to switch Sandshrew to the front, get it some more experience, and I was gonna try, but yeah, I was like kind of thinking about testing out Brick Break, but it's like, nah, we'll just go with the stab move. Get the nice same type attack bonus. So I guess for those that don't know, same type attack bonus gives you a 1.5% increase to the base power of a move. So like Dig has 60 base power, And so it effectively has 90 base power because of same type attack bonus, where Sandshrew is a ground type, and that move is a ground type move. And yeah, we'll swap out. I don't want to fight a Tentacool or Tentacruel. Yeah, we'll go back to Ivysaur here. But it's like in some situations it's more beneficial to just use a stab move versus, you know, whatever other moves you have. Which is sometimes what we saw earlier, where Razor Leaf would do more damage even though it wasn't as effective against Pokemon compared to Tackle. But then of course you have to incorporate the attack and special attack stat, but the idea remains the same, where you'll have those situations sometimes where the same type attack bonus move would be more beneficial to use. Oh, I thought this guy was going to battle us. Parties over the ship will be departing soon. Well, if anything, the party will start when the ship starts moving, right? It's like, what else are you going to do on a cruise? Alright, it's a good old Edmund here. Yeah, we'll just use Dig once again. Start popping off with this thing. Ooh, my air conditioner's turned on. I'm gonna go turn that off. Real quick. Alright, I think I saw that was Tentacruel that's being sent out, or Tentacool. We're not quite at that point of seeing evolved forms of too many Pokemon yet. Yeah, where I live it's quite humid and it was raining, so it's a bit steamy in here, a bit warmer than you would think. But I don't need the AC on right now. Alright, cool stuff. Yes, I am very impressive apparently. Alright, so there's not really too much incentive going up there, because I didn't see any items or anything. But let's see who's in this first room. Looks like a gentleman trainer. Journeyed far and wide, but in all your travels you've never seen any Pokemon sleep like this one. Oh, look at that thick beast. Earlier in, I think the first stream, Gaz told us that, hey, if we catch a Snorlax, we gotta name it Gaz. So I might do that. Oh my gosh. And actually, does that register in my Pokedex? I wonder. This is what the Pokedex looks like, by the way. It's pretty cool in this game. Let's go type mode. See. It's just showing us what we've caught, so then, yeah, Snorlax wouldn't be in there. Alright. Yeah, we'll play around with the Pokedex a bit more later, but just wanted to see that. Interesting, quite a few people in here. This person's a fisherman, so we'll see what they have. They can have anything. They could have, like, Magikarp for all we know. Alright, this person has Goldeen. Nice. Probably not a good idea to keep Sandshrew out, so we'll switch. But actually, that's something I forgot to do, where at Bill's house... Damn, Supersonic. At Bill's house, he has Pokedex entries for the evolutions, which is pretty handy. So when we do our pass back through the early game towns after we get cut, we can take a glance at that, because we have to go back to Cerulean City anyway. Oh well, Horn Attack didn't do much there. I was expecting it to do a lot more damage than that. But yeah, I'd like to get those Pokedex entries, just so it shows that we've seen them. Alright, so Tentacool, yeah, we'll swap out. Get old Ivysaur back in there. Oh, very nice crit. Don't think that crit really mattered, though. And, oh, another Goldeen. Cool. I like this switch training method just to get Sandshrew a little bit of experience, because I think it's almost at that point where I feel comfortable fighting Lieutenant Surge with it. Because I think Lieutenant Surge's Raichu is like level 24, 25. It's something like that. Ooh, very nice there, Gyarados. Hell yeah. Now, the thing I guess I'm most nervous about, though, with Lieutenant Surge and his Pokemon is that he has a Pikachu and a Raichu. I know that much. I think a Voltorb is his third Pokemon, or Magnemite. I think it's Watson that has the Magnemite in Gen 3. But anyway, it's like Pikachu and Raichu have static on them, which would really mess with Sandshrew. I mean, honestly, that would mess with any Pokemon, but yeah, we'll see what happens with the paralysis and all that stuff, because that's the only way that Sandshrew would get paralyzed by those two Pokemon. Unless they had Body Slam or something, but I don't think they have that. Alright, so there's some Stardust. We can sell that. Should probably sell off some of our items, actually. That would probably be a good idea. Alright, so we get told about Cut some more. It's interesting. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter who we end up fighting here. I'll fight both of these people, because they're looking at me very sinisterly. Alright, but here's a test for old Brick Break. See how effective this is. Ooh, yes, very nice Sandshrew. Hell yeah. Alright, Pikachu, yeah, I should, it's like, yeah, I should switch out, but nah, we'll keep Sandshrew in. Because I'm thinking about switching out because of how low our hit points are, and pretty much everything is going to outspeed Sandshrew, so it's like, I would love for Sandshrew to get some more experience, but I'm nervous here. And you see the quick attack strategy. Alright. Alright, cool. Wasn't too bad. Again, I'm overthinking things. As we have an X attack, okay, that's like one of the best items in the game. If you're into using items during battle. Because just getting a free stat boost from an item is really, really nice. Alright, old Growlithe here with Intimidate. That's not going to be good for us. Plus it has Ember, and Sandshrew doesn't have the best special defense stats. So we'll switch out to Gyarados. Man, that sprite for Growlithe is so cool. And actually Bite is special in this generation, so that also would not be good for Sandshrew. Oh, another crit. Very nice, Gyarados. Hell yeah. And let's see, Ponyta. Let's switch back to Sandshrew and then switch back to Gyarados. Ponyta probably has Ember, if I were to guess at this point. And actually, I don't mind Ponyta's sprite either. That looks pretty cool. Okay. Tackle might be a bit more beneficial, but since it used Growl, I'll just stick with Bite. These people are very nice on this ship, actually. Alright, I'm actually going to go heal up, and then I'm going to take these items from Meowth because they were staring at me. Another Oranberry. And, oh, a Nuggets, yes! Oh, that is awesome. Because we have 3 of those now. We could sell those for a lot of money. I think they go for $5,000 each when you sell them. Yeah, let's, yeah, it wasn't those stairs, it was these stairs. But yeah, that's that is what it's all about when you have a Meowth. It's getting those. It can also get PP ups, which are really, really handy in a non-dirty way. It's like they're just great items to use on Pokemon, because they increase the amount of PP that moves have. And then they can also pick up rare candies in this game. Now I think that takes care of all the trainers, and so we'll have the rival fight, and he always starts with Pidgeotto. I'm going to save my game, because I'm a little nervous about the game freezing or something, because it's done that before. And I think we had a few more rooms. It wasn't this room. And this guy, I think, told us about Cut. No. Okay, this is different. Oh, the Safari Zone's being mentioned. Nice. Yeah, that place is pretty cool. Over in Fuchsia City. And then, what about this here? Anything of interest? Yeah, okay. Just people spreading their diseases, apparently. Yes, there's Pez speaking French. It's a very Pez thing to do. Yeah, we weren't actually invited, so he's actually onto something here. Damn, he already has 40 kinds of Pokemon. Interesting. Classic Pez behavior. Alright, so there's the Pidgeotto. I know that this isn't the most effective thing in the world to do. And Pidgeotto might actually have Whirlwind, so this could get a little sketchy if Meowth comes out. Or if one of the Meowths come out. But okay, Gust, that's fine, because that's actually a physical move in this gen. Go with another Defense Curl. Alright, that's a bit unfortunate. We'll try Rollout. We'll see what happens with Rollouts. Alright. There's another Rollout. Yes. Hell yeah. Shades of Whitney from Gen 2. Although not as effective as that Miltank. That Miltank has pretty decent stats. And actually really good stats for the early game. Yeah, we'll keep Wigglytuff out while this Rollout is active. So we may as well just see it to the end. Oh, lovely. And again, this is a modest Wigglytuff, so now we'll keep Wigglytuff out. Oh, this jerk. That's like the perfect counter to roll out. Oh, man. Well, that's unfortunate. I think we can still get away with using Pound, because Kadabra has pretty low physical defense. But that was awesome, though, seeing... Okay, nice. That was cool seeing Rollout being used. Oh, man, this thing just loves using Disable. Well, I guess we'll go for Rollout, but kind of suffered some accuracy loss. Now we're confused, so this is going to take quite a bit for us to break through this. Yeah. Ah. Now we're in a bit of a bind here. I'm going to switch to Ivysaur. This might seem silly, but we are pretty high leveled. So if we can tank this, which we can, we'll just use Tackle. And there we go. Alright, no shame to Wigglytuff there. It went through a lot during that process. And Charmeleon, which gives us a special attack EV and a speed EV, so yeah, we'll keep Ivysaur out. And I think we should be able to outspeed this thing. So we'll do that. And we will seed Charmeleon and get some passive damage done to it, while also healing us up a little bit, just in case this thing wakes up and uses, like, Ember on us. So I'm assuming that's what it has. And yeah, we'll use a Tackle. I may switch out, though, to Wigglytuff once again. Oh, come on. Yeah, so Ember 63. Okay, that was a crit, so it bumped down to 28. So what is that, like 35? So if we get crit again, then we're screwed. But I'm going to go with Sleep Powder. Oh, that's what makes Ivysaur so good. You could just lean on the powder moves. But alright, we've got that taken care of, so let's go back to Wigglytuff now. So I think what we'll end up doing here is not only getting some more health, but let's go back to the rollout strategy. Ah, of course, Smokescreen. It's like the sand attack earlier from Pidgeotto. Wigglytuff still fighting through that. That is awesome. Hell yeah. Oh, fantastic. What a tremendous job by Wigglytuff, the unsung hero here. Oh, phenomenal. Yeah, take that, Pez. See, I can be a bit more antagonistic towards Pez, because, you know, that's more of his personality, I think. Where he's just naturally antagonistic sometimes. Alright. But in a joking way. Alright, so he tells us about Cut. It's not really handy. Well, it's pretty handy outside of battle. But yeah, exactly right, Al. And we've told him that many times. In a good way, of course. Oh god. I don't know if I should voice act this person. I love the healing noises, though. That's awesome. Alright. I love how this is shown in Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Because he'll teach you how to use Cut, and there's like a little tree and a planter in his office. And so he shows you how to cut that down. And it's like, there's no animation to it. He just jumps up, like as if it were one of these, like, 2D games. And there's like a little slicing sound, and the tree cuts in half. It's like oddly, it's oddly charming, I'd say. How to Conquer Seasickness. The captain's reading this. Well, how handy to have a book like that in here. It's crammed full of Pokemon books. Let's check out this trash can. Yeah, we shouldn't have looked in there, that's right. Nasty. I think that's worse than anything I've said on these streams. In terms of, like, dampness of things. Alright. So there's the SSN. Sailing away now. Oh, I really like that. I like that music. And also the, like the boat horn just sounding off in the distance. Alright, actually we should heal up before I take on the gym here. And let's evaluate the team real quick. So, Wigglytuff, you are awesome. But I think this will be Sandshrews' party. We're close to leveling up, which is really nice. So I think before Lieutenant Surge, against those trainers in there, we'll end up leveling up a little bit. So that'll be grand. But something we have to do is go into the TM case and then find HM number 1 cut. So we use that, and we'll use it on the Meowth. Sweet. Because I plan on just kind of having these 2 Meowths along until we start getting more team members. Alright, so let's cut down this tree. And now we can face Lieutenant Surge and his minions. Oh, yes. Forgot about this. The good old button-finding game. Yeah, I'm just gonna fight all these trainers first and then try finding the right buttons. Alright, so this person has Pikachu, that's fine. I've always hated how Pikachu learns Slam, because Slam is such a terrible move. It's like, yeah, can you just add body to that word there, so it's Body Slam instead? That'd be nice. Alright, speaking of nice, there's a cool level up. And then another Pikachu. It's like Slam also has pretty low accuracy. It's like 75% accurate. I think the base power is like 80 or something. It's like not even that high. Maybe 85. And hey, there's that static I was fearful about. Alright, so that takes care of Dwayne the Rock Johnson there. Oh, Sandshrew is evolving! Oh, yes. Oh, man, I didn't I didn't know it was going to evolve right now. Oh, man. Got so excited, my throat was, like, being weird there. Alright. Because I thought Sandshrew evolved at level 27, but, yeah, it's clearly 22. So, yeah, Sandshrew's filling 22. Very nice. Alright, so we have a Sandslash now. Those are pretty nice stats. 61 attack. And also 56 defense. See, that happens sometimes. It's like you combine the sounds of 2 words, like in your head. Like it's almost like you're reading ahead, so you combine the sounds of words. Or 6 and the def in defense got combined there. Yeah, exactly. That's a new thing there. But anyway, I'm gonna heal up to get rid of the paralysis. I guess it's too bad that that tree always grows back. It'd be nice if it was just permanently cut down. And I'm just checking on the Meowth to see if they had an item. But they do not, so we will continue. Actually, let me save my game here. Yeah, 16 hours played, and we've only gotten 2 gym badges. Oh. I'm gonna be honest, it was fun training up Pokemon, like, off-screen and stuff. Like, getting that Pidgey into a Pidgeotto was surprisingly, like, therapeutic in some ways. Alright, so this guy has a Voltorb. I don't think Voltorb has static. It might. Oh, look at that sprite. Oh, that's sick. That's pretty cool. I think it might have, like, soundproof as its ability. But it could be one of those Pokemon where it can go either way. Like it has two abilities. So I guess we shall find out. Sonic Boom there is kind of annoying, much like with Seismic Toss earlier. I will switch, because Magnemite gives special attack effort values. So here we are obsessing over arbitrary things once again. That's just the way we do it here. So I'm going to use Rollout Spam on this thing. But yeah, Sonic Boom does a set amount of damage that isn't great in the early game. Or no, it's good in the early game, it's not great in the mid to late game. Because it always does 20 damage to whatever Pokemon gets hit by that, as I get distracted, because now we're confused. Bunch of shenanigans, I say. Oh, very nice crit. Oh, that's awesome. Ah, that's not awesome, though, getting paralyzed. Yeah, Sonic Boom once again. Oh, Wigglytuff fighting through the paralysis, the confusion, and landing that final rollout on Magnemite. Yeah, that's a very well-earned 400 experience there. Alright, so we have one more trainer. And yeah, I'm fine using Sand Slash here. Oh yeah, that person is alluding to Lieutenant Surge, and apparently his own army days. That's pretty cool. Some nice lore in these early Pokemon games. Okay. So that's pretty nice. Not the paralysis, but we were able to take down a level 23 Pikachu, which is a higher level than Sand Slash. So we'll go into the gym battle and see what happens. First, we will heal. Well, actually, I'm going to talk to this guy because I never talked to this guy. Lieutenant Surge has a nickname. We'll refer to him as the Lightning American. Oh. He's an expert on electric Pokemon. Oh, that's interesting. Bird/water type. Yeah, bird type. Yeah, so it's. I think that was the original typing to flying types, but then they changed it. So, yeah, that's pretty cool that they left that in there. Because the rest of his information wasn't really all that helpful, because we kind of already know our type matchups now. We've seen a few electric-type Pokemon, even before this gym. I guess good old Pikachu was back in Viridian Forest, but anyway. Let's see if the Meowth have anything. They don't. Let's go into my bag, the berry pouch, and we have a cherry berry. I'm going to give this to Sand Slash. And I would like to maybe use Wigglytuff as a backup to Sand Slash. Because I think we have... Well, I don't want to use items in battle, just hold items. Because the AI can also have hold items, so I think that's pretty fair. So just in case we get smacked down by some paralysis, we can at least heal ourselves. And just kind of go from there. Alright, button finding time. Nope, there's only trash in there for pretty much all these. Alright, there's a switch. We'll try up. Nope. Damn it. Alright, there's a switch again. Try this one. Nope. Ah, then the switch moved. Shenanigans. If I'm not mistaken, the switch will be within the same... Well, I don't even know how to word that. It'll be like next to that switch that we just pressed, like the second switch will be. And there it is, cool. But it's like, you know, if you have one of these center ones, it can be any of the four that are up, down, or to the left and right of the switch. So this one was pretty nice because it can only be the up or right one. I'm assuming that's how that worked. Alright, so just to verify, yeah, there's the sand slash. Alright, let's save our game. And let's fight Lieutenant Surge. Thank you for the follow, Daddy101. There's some weirdness going on there. Normally I don't like to talk during the gym battles, but did want to point that out there. This is such a ridiculous fight right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly, Al. And then they added me, which I'm a little nervous about. Oh my gosh. This is the last dig that we have at this point. Oh my goodness. How do we approach this now? Because Rock Tomb, I doubt Rock Tomb is going to end up hitting. Oh my goodness, Rock Tomb hits. Which actually lowers speed, so that's pretty nice at least. Well, actually it doesn't even matter because of Quick Attack. Oh, Rock Tomb hits twice now. Oh my goodness. I don't know if Lieutenant Surge heals. No, he doesn't. Okay, that was bound to happen. Sand Slash, I don't blame you at all for what has just happened here. Because now it's actually going to be a bit tough. I don't have anything that guarantees hits, like Aerial Ace or Feint Attack. You know what, you've been all reliable so far, Wigglytuff. Let's send you out. I don't trust using Rollout, though. Oh, also, that's very kind of you to say, if I speak Big Trouble. Well, you know, that's very nice of you to say. Alright, we are so close here to knocking out this Raichu. Oh, he does have a Super Potion. Oh my goodness. Alright. You know what, this is going to sound completely ridiculous, but let's see if Rollout does what we want. It's used 6 double teams up to this point, and now it can finally pop off with Shockwaves. But it's like, this is so crazy, it might actually work using Rollout. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's gonna get knocked out now. Oh my gosh. I guess Gyarados, we'll see if the bites can land to hopefully flinch. Yeah, we get paralyzed. Oh, well, that's nice. Thunder Wave doesn't do anything then. But Shockwave will. But Gyarados has really good special defense, so I'm not surprised it survived that. Well, time for Ivysaur. Let's see if Ivysaur can handle this. Maybe it's a good thing we trained it up so high. I'm going with Razor Leaf for the critical hit chance. I guess we can go for Tackle now, it doesn't really matter. Actually, you know what, let's go for Tackle. Shenanigans. Oh my gosh. That's not even doing that much damage. We'll try Razor Leaf then, see what happens. If we could break through the 6 double teams. Oh man. Which, the reason why both Pikachu and Raichu were doing that is because Shockwave and Thunder Wave wouldn't have done anything to Sandshrew. Or, I'm sorry, Sand Slash. Gotta get used to saying that now. Oh man. Oh, this is not good. I think this is GG at this point. But, yeah, ground types are unaffected by electric type moves. Completely swept by that Raichu. For the hell of it, let's just send out Meowth, see what happens. It isn't a Persian yet, so it doesn't have a Limber, which I think is what it ends up getting, or maybe Own Tempo. Maybe it's in later gens it gets Limber, which makes it immune to getting paralyzed. Could be wrong about all that. I'm surprised Meowth actually outspeeds. Oh, because we landed the Rock Twos, that's right, that's why it outspeeds. Oh, there goes Meowth. Can the level 10 Meowth do it? Let's see. Probably not. Yeah. I wonder if Lieutenant Surge has any antagonizing words to say to us. No, he just beats us up and takes our money. Okay. Well, we scurry to the Pokemon Center, protecting the exhausted and fainted Pokemon from further harm. And we save Scum to get our money back. But yeah, that's our first loss. That's unfortunate. But yeah, it's the damn double team, though. You know, just completely destroying us there. So for this next go-around, I'll just talk through it, because we've already enjoyed the music quite enough at this point. Alright, so Voltorb here isn't really that much of a threat. It does have Sonic Boom, which is kind of annoying. But it'll go down with Dig, and then hopefully Pikachu will not be a problem either. I think what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to send out Ivysaur to mess with the Raichu. Because Lieutenant Surge has a Super Potion, not like a full restore or anything like that. So I'd like to seed the Raichu, and then put it to sleep, and then switch to Sand Slash. I think that would give us our best chance to knock it out. Alright, so Pikachu's taken care of once again, and yes, let's switch to to Ivysaur. This is a bit risky. I'm gonna go with the Sleep Powder first. Oh my gosh. I was hoping that Raichu would attack us. But perfect, that's good. We've put it to sleep. So now I'm gonna spam Leech Seeds at it. Oh, he has a full heal. Oh, I've never seen that before. Interesting. And of course he gets a crit. Alright, Leech Seed lands at least, so we are guaranteed to win, because he can't get rid of that. He doesn't have Rapid Spin. Alright, hopefully he attacks us again with Shockwave this time, or Thunder Wave. Would be fine too, I think. Yeah, that's completely fine. As we even heal up a little bit. This Raichu does have a quick attack. And even though we are underground, we can still heal up a little bit, which is nice. Alright, so that went a lot smoother this time around. And we get paralyzed at the end. Oh, he still uses the Cherry Berry, though. Ah, that's too bad. Oh well. Very nice Ivysaur, getting some experience. You'll love to see it. Alright, so that one, when you get past the double team spam, it's not too bad of a fight, I'd say. It's like the real challenge comes from double team, I think. Just being used against you. Where you can't land a single attack. Alright, we don't have anything that can learn Shockwave. Maybe Wigglytuff can. I'm going to take back the Cherry Berry. And then let's see what this guy has to say. That match was electric. Alright. Yep, thanks for that, Lay Shizzle. So I'll use this as an opportunity, to get aids, as we have one of Professor Oak's aids. Have I met the other aid? Had a package from Professor Oak on Route 2. Okay, so this is like a heads up to begin backtracking. Alright. Well, we will backtrack for sure. as I just want to load up a different window here. Because there is a route before we can begin the backtrack. So essentially you backtrack through Diglett's Cave, which, like I said before, Diglett is very nice for the Lieutenant Surge gym battle. As would be Doug Trio, if you happen to get a Doug Trio in Diglett's Cave. But before we go through there... Oh, and then the aid disappeared. Nice. Alright. So there's Diglett's Cave again, but there's the rest of this route that has a bunch of different trainers. And we'll continue rolling with... well, actually, no, let's roll with Gyarados now. Because Sand Slash is... you know, he's a beast at this point. But we should get our other Pokemon involved a little bit more. Which this is a pretty good Pokemon to get involved with. Good old Gyarados for seconds. Getting a very nice attack effort value from this. Although I guess it would be nice to have Sand Slash out, so we could use Dig against this thing. But yeah, that was nice actually losing, I'm gonna be honest, even if it was kind of cheap. It's like, yeah, that's kind of makes me reconsider some strategies in the future, I think. I don't know if there are any other double team spammers in this game though, but yeah. So this guy, let's see. Actually, I know he has a Poliwag. What does Poliwag give? Poliwag gives a speed effort value. Cool. Alright. Well, let's continue rolling with old Gyarados. Which I have used a Poliwag / Poliwrath in this game, and it was actually quite nice. It's pretty much exclusively a fighting type. So it had Brick Break, Strength, Bulk Up, and Surf. And it was a lot of fun using that. These physical water types are kind of scattered around the place, but, you know, just because they're physical water types doesn't mean you shouldn't use them. Alright, so Horsey's next. Send out Wigglytuff against that. And actually, Gyarados falls into that category, of course. Oh man, just barely not enough damage. I was about to say, watch me start missing like all my pounds now that it has one hit point left. That's pretty standard. Alright, there we go, very nice. Okay. Oh, there's this guy down here. Watch out for live wires. More like lime wires. You never know what you're going to download on that site. Although I'm sure these days it's probably a bit more moderated and not as crazy and weird. Alright, so Magnemite. Interesting. Logic would say to switch out, but we're clearly illogical in this playthrough. So we'll continue fighting on. Yeah, I think we've made an okay decision staying in against Magnemite. Alright, there's the Thunder Shock. That's just random AI doing whatever it does. Alright, let's swap out. We've weakened it a little bit now. Ah, of course the Supersonic lands. Oh, gosh. I think I'll switch back out to Ivysaur this time. I know clearly we have Sand Slash that would just destroy these Magnemite using Dig. But I would like to kind of spread the wealth a little bit with experienced stuff, you know? But then I say that and I'm using Ivysaur. But Ivysaur can benefit from the special attack effort value, you know? Alright, he has another Magnemite. Let's put this thing to sleep here. and then we'll switch to Wigglytuff. Ah, well that was not worth putting it to sleep for. I may as well just use Leech Seed on it. Alright. The defense curls won't protect us from Supersonic or Thunder Shock. Or Sonic Boom, because I think Magnemite has Sonic Boom. But it will power up our rollouts. Okay. So really it only protects us against the tackle attacks from these very ferocious Magnemites. Ah, of course, Supersonic hits. They've definitely hit a lot more than they've missed, that's for sure. Ah, damn it. It's actually very annoying. Now it snaps out of confusion. Very nice. And lands. That hit there, which is pretty nice. Oh, we level up from that. Cool. Let's see. Wow, +2 in attack. That's going to be nice. For this next rollout, potentially. Yeah, we'll keep Wigglytuff out. We'll just let rollout play out. Play us out? What does that mean? There's another reference for you. Tackle, interesting. Oh, look at that. Oh, very nice Wigglytuff. Man, these rollouts, though. Hell yeah. That is a very well-earned 600 experience. Okay, let's, yeah, we can keep Gyarados out for now. I think that's fine. I feel like this guy's a trainer up here. Let's just walk in his pathway. See, Al gets the reference, Al, yeah. There you go. He makes Bill O'Reilly look like Bill O'Smiley. Alright, I would not be surprised if we get poisoned here, either from the poison points or poison stings. Wow, that was a crit. That's funny. Alright, that's not funny though. Getting the poison point. Alright, but a nice level up though. Yeah, look at those stats, hell yeah. That's what we like to see. And then, oh, Nidorino. I'm curious what effort values we get from this. Oh, 2 attack. Oh, hell yeah. We'll keep Gyarados out. Yeah, I'm sorry if the effort value stuff is, like, really annoying, but it's, like, something I'm interested in, you know? Even though, again, it's all arbitrary, it does not matter in single player at all. But it's just kind of fun to do that. Like, I don't know. I think I might be alone on that, but yeah, anyway. So of course we get poisoned again, which is fine, because I think we'll knock out this Nidorino no problem. Yeah, look at that. Very nice by Sandslash. I think the reason why... Well, no, this is definitely the reason why. I've never used Pokemon like Sandshrew and Sandslash before. It's like that looked like an item spot, like a hidden item spot. Is because I never played LeafGreen growing up, so I never had the opportunity, really, to use a Sandshrew or Sandslash in Gen 3. I guess in Gale of Darkness I could have used one, but It's like you're typically more drawn to the other Pokemon they have in that game. So they have some really nice, like, early game Pokemon. It's like the wild Pokemon are actually the disappointing part about that game. Some of the options available there. Because it's like the Shadow Pokemon typically have egg moves or TMs, TOTS. So they're really nice, but... Oh, jeez. Guess this guy just instantly spots us. That's fine. But he has Sandshrew. Okay, that's cool. I always respect a Sandshrew trainer. But anyway, I never played LeafGreen growing up, so I never used these version exclusives. So actually Slowpoke would be a pretty cool option too, because Slowpoke is only in LeafGreen. It's not in Emerald or Colosseum or XD Gale of Darkness. So Zubat. Send out Wigglytuff. And it's like I have the need to do this now and use rollouts for everything. Oh, Q-Charm. We haven't seen that take effect on stream. I saw that a few times while playing off-screen. But yeah, Q-Charm is kind of like Confusion, except the Pokemon that's infatuated by love doesn't actually hurt itself, it just doesn't move. Alright, so there's quite a few different paths on this route. It's really nice. Let's fight this old man, because he's technically next in line. Oh, Bellsprout. Oh, that reminds me of those, like, monk guys at the Bellsprout Tower. Oh, man. I wonder if that was intentional or not. Okay, well, we'll just go with Bite Spam. Oh, man. I don't think we've been put to sleep like that. I think opponents have typically been lucky and they've used, like, Sing with a Jigglypuff to put us to sleep. But actually, Bellsprout's not a bad Pokemon to use if you're not using Bulbasaur. It's more offensive-based, but yeah, we'll switch out to Wigglytuff. Because if you eventually get a Victory Bell, I think it's like attack stats. Its attack is like they're both over 100 or 100 or higher. Because I think its attack stat is like 105 or 110. And its special attack is 100. It's like, man, that's pretty powerful for single player. And the lovely sweet scent noises. Guess we're getting lucky though with the sleep powders. We've only been asleep for 2 turns in total with both of those sleep powder moves. Yep, you had a chance, but you floundered it. Okay. Oh, an X Defense. Not as useful as the X Attack, but still pretty nice. If you're into using items. Because actually, those X items make it to where if you're under-leveled, or not a super high level anyway, so those can really give you a boost in battle to make up for the level difference that you might come across or face during boss fights. Alright, so dare I try this again with Gyarados and just Bite Spam the Magnemite. Yeah, we'll keep going. That's a bit more sketchy, because if we get hit by a Thunder Shock, that's not going to be good. Again, the obvious play is Sand Slash, but we'll switch to old Wigglytuff here. We'll get up to our old tricks with defense curl and roll out. Oh, that supersonic hits again. Alright, that was bound to happen at some point, where Wigglytuff would not fight through the confusion. Oh, damn. That is really too bad. Now we're paralyzed. Oh man, it's just falling apart. Alright, let's switch out back to... no, I shouldn't do that. Let's switch to Ivysaur. Doing everything in our power to avoid using a ground-type move on Magnemite. So we get crit by the Thundershock. Interesting. I think Magnemite may like double resist the grass-type attack Razor Leaf. Oh well, plus 5 hit point. Wow. That's crazy. According to him, that was electric. Interesting. Alright, so we are taking a bit of damage here, but I think we can continue onward. Let's put Sand Slash out there. Get it some more experience. And we'll fight this old guy. I wonder if he has a Bellsprout. Guess we're about to find out here. So he has a Growlithe to start out. Alright, go ahead and use Dig. Oh, Vulpix. Okay. Yeah, Vulpix is pretty cool. I'll keep Sand Slash out. He's pretty close to leveling up. And I actually misspoke on the stream a few days ago, where I said that I would use Flareon as one of my team members. I actually would like to use Vulpix instead of Flareon, because I love Flareon. I think it's great for single player. Having a fire type that is basically a ghost type because your main move is Shadow Ball, because Flareon's attack stat is so high. Speaking of attack, plus 4 attack. That is awesome. Oh, and it's trying to learn Slash. What moves do we have? We have a pretty nice variety of moves. I don't know if normal would really benefit me at all. So even if we do like face a fighting type, we can use Dig. What's Brick Break resisted by, like, grass types? I guess grass types would give us some problems, but at the same time I wouldn't want Sand Slash out against grass types, so... Yeah, we'll continue onward without Slash, that's fine. But yeah, I'd like to use Vulpix, because I've never really used one in Gen 3. Yeah, it's a pretty obvious item placement there. Let me have one more trainer here. Oh, probably 2 more trainers, because that old guy's down there. And he has Rattata. But yeah, I'd like to use Vulpix and eventually a Ninetales, because obviously it's going to have a Fire-type move, probably Flamethrower from the Celadon department store. Or no, the Celadon Game Corner, the Rocket Game Corner. Yeah, Rattata, that's fine. But you have that, you have like Confuse Ray, it learns that. Will-O-Wisp, which is really nice to burn Pokemon, because that actually changes the attack stat of the burn Pokemon, or it lowers it. I think it cuts it in half. And Eradicate, yeah, we'll keep Sand Slash out. But the 4th move that I'd like to teach it is Safeguard, which could be very interesting, because Safeguard protects your team for 5 turns from status moves, or being inflicted by status conditions like poison, paralysis, burn, etc. and Confusion. So I sense during, like, Koga's gym, that would be nice, because his Pokemon know Toxic. And I'm sure there's some other points we can think of where it's like, yeah, that would be a good idea to use that. Because what, Agatha in the Elite Four has a bunch of ghost types that use, like, Fuse Ray and Hypnosis and Dream Eater. So that would kind of wall that strategy for at least 5 turns. Alright, so that takes care of the Voltorb. Next up is Magnemites. Yeah, we'll keep Sandslash out, because these Magnemite fights have been a lot more challenging than they really should be. It's like, yeah, let's just use Dig and take care of it. Let's get our experience. Yep, that takes care of that. And that takes care of old Dirk Diggler there. Very nice amount of money, actually. $12.96. I'm gonna save my game just out of fear of the game crashing or something weird. Which that's actually something I haven't pointed out. This is actual hardware I'm using, but it's being played on the Analog Pocket. And I actually have this setting being used. If you're aiming to reach Lavender Town, take Rock Tunnel. Okay. Why, is this guy gonna block our path, or what's going on here? Lavender Town, there's a man who rates nicknames. Okay, that's cool. Okay, there is a Professor Oak aide or assistant up here, as well as a trade for Nidorino. Not gonna do that, though. 30 species. Interesting. I don't think I have 30 species yet. Only caught 23. Yeah, okay, so we still have a bit of a ways to go. Yeah, I haven't been catching as many Pokemon. I'll probably do that off-screen. And I'm clearly very scatterbrained, because I completely forgot what I was saying before talking about that little thing there. Oh, that's why we can't proceed this way. Because of the Snorlax just hanging out. Alright, that makes sense. It's a very nice roadblock for us. But I'm glad we took that pathway, because I saw this item here, a Great Ball, which is really nice. Does this contain anything down here? No. Alright, so now we'll take the Diglett's Cave. Well, actually, we should heal up first and then take the cave. Because those Magnemites have really put a dent into us. And of course, being scatterbrained and just kind of jumping from one place to another, let's sell some items off since we passed by here. We have a tiny mushroom that I think we got from a Paris. So let's sell that. We have a star piece that we found in Mount Moon. Man, $4,900. Nice. We have some rare candies. And again, because my save file got deleted and I redid everything, I didn't have to use those 2 rare candies that we used on Magikarp. So now I have those again. And we got a 3rd rare candy, I think before Vermilion City. And then a 4th one from one of those Meowths in their pickup ability. So we'll sell these 3 nuggets. $15,000. Very nice. And I'll sell off these X items, because like I said, I don't plan on using items in battle. Even though those are very valuable items. Very useful. And then we'll sell the Stardust for another 1,000. So yeah, we are set for that game corner when that comes up. That'll be nice. Also, I should buy some more Pokeballs. Sadly, no Premier Ball in this game for buying 10 at a time, but we'll still buy 10. Alright. Now let's heal up. Because I think that's everything we can do here in Vermilion City. Now, with all of the Diglets that we're going to end up coming across, it would make sense to use Ivysaur because it has Razor Leaf, which is super effective against Diglets and other ground types. But I'm actually going to use Gyarados because I think it can run away still from Diglets. Nice little picture for it. What does this guy give me? Does he give me anything, or is... okay, he just tells me information. Cool. I don't think there are any items in here, but we'll continue on as if there aren't any. But I'm using Gyarados anyway, because it's a flying type, technically. Even though it doesn't really use any flying type moves. I guess you could try getting Hidden Power flying on this thing, but... yeah, it makes it to where Diglets that have Arena Trap shouldn't affect us. Because I don't think it works against flying types or Pokemon that have Levitate. And that's kind of why Diglett's Cave can be very annoying. Because you have so many of these things that pop out. And they could have the ability Arena Trap that traps you in battle. I remember as a kid really fearing this place because of that. I was like, I just really don't want to deal with all of those Diglets with their Arena Trap. It's just terrible. And of course you might, I guess, be either lucky or unlucky depending on how you look at it, and come across a Dugtrio down here. Which catching one of those things would be incredibly useful against Lieutenant Surge. Because I think you can only catch them at like level 28 or 29. Something really high like that. Didn't mean to go into that screen. Don't want to fight these guys. Just want to run away. I suppose a really smart person would use Repels at this point. And I'm actually going to mute my mic so I can clear my throat and get a sip of water. Alright, there we go. Man. Alright, so that takes us out, and then this guy, he went inside Rock Tunnel, but it's pitch black and scary in there. Yeah, so now we're being told about Flash, which is pretty nice. And then now we're in Route 2, yes. We have returned to the early game. And inside of this house we have the scientist. I thought it was one of Professor Oak's aides. And this person's looking for Abra. Oh, for Mr. Mime. Abra for Mr. Mime. Interesting. This is the only way to get Mr. Mime in this game. It's like the trades are actually pretty interesting in this game. It would kind of be fun to do like an all gift Pokemon or trade Pokemon run. Because like earlier we had the Nidoran trade, which is really good. And then the Farfetch'd, which isn't that good, but still cool because it's unique. And then Mr. Mime, which is actually not half bad. Has good special attack and speed. So we'll continue going south. And that's more Flash information. Alright, so this is another Professor Oak aid. And I found at least 10 kinds of Pokemon. Yes, we have. We found 23, apparently. So this is how you get Flash, which is going to be very useful. It's not required to beat the game, but it's just a useful thing more than anything else. There's a nice ether. And, ooh, more items. A Paralyz Heal. It's always nice. And I suspect something hidden somewhere around here. Seems a bit strange for them to put this random section of flowers and flattened grass with no item attached to it, but I guess that's what they did. Trying to throw us off the scent. Now, there's not a whole lot to do before, I was going to say Eterna Forest, Viridian Forest, but there is this guy hiding behind this tree, where he talks about dreaming about Drowsy, nice, eating his dream. And then you can teach a Pokemon that can eat dreams, which is literally called Dream Eater. And that actually, I like how he snores, because we declined his Move Tutor offer. But, yeah, Dream Eater is actually pretty nice. It can be a fun little strategy, especially on Butterfree, because I'm always hyping up Butterfree. But it's like you teach Butterfree Sleep Powder, which goes great with Compound Eyes, its ability. And then you teach it Dream Eater as like a combination move to Sleep Powder. And it's surprisingly pretty decent. Alright, so we won't quite go through the rock tunnel again, or I'm sorry, through Diglett's Cave again quite yet. I'm gonna head to Pewter City because there's something here. Where we have this building next to the museum that we previously were not able to access. So by going in here, so I have to clear my throat again. 1 second. Yeah, that's why it's probably not a good idea to wake up and then start streaming. It's like you should probably warm up your voice a little bit. But anyway, in this building, we get access to Amber. Where this guy wants us to get the old Amber examined, and the way we get it examined is at Cinnabar Island, which is pretty late in the game. But the old Amber would give us Aerodactyl, which is a very, very good Pokemon. And oh, this guy will teach us Seismic Toss, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't want to teach anything Seismic Toss. I guess that would be kind of interesting on Wigglytuff, but I have other moves planned for Wigglytuff. And this guy's putting a halt to us. Do we know what Amber is? Yes, it's the color of our energy, apparently. Contains the genetic matter of ancient Pokemon. Yes, the fossil guy that we met in Mount Moon actually told us about Cinnabar Island and the laboratory there. Now on this pathway to Mount Moon, there's nothing interesting. So I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's nothing to really cut down or anything, so we don't have to go that way through Mount Moon. But we do need to get back to Cerulean City, so we'll use the Diglett's Cave for that. Could use Mount Moon if you wanted to. But I'm not quite at that point of wanting to do that yet. Later, we'll do that. Because actually, I showed off some of the Pokemon I caught earlier. And I noticed something with my Geodude. It's an adamant nature, which is awesome. But it has Sturdy for its ability, which isn't great in this game. I think I'd rather have Rockhead. So that way I could use Double Edge unimpeded by the obnoxious side effect of getting recoil damage done to me. And then I also have a Zubat that is adamant nature, and, you know, I have a need for speed, as a certain someone would say in a debate video regarding Crash Bandicoot. And so I'd like a jolly-natured Zubat, basically. But I think I'll do that type of stuff off-screen, like getting natures and stuff for certain Pokemon. But in the meantime, the flying strategy against these Diglets are working out pretty nicely. So we have not been impeded by really any of them, outside of the encounter screen just kind of being a little obnoxious. But I think that's something I was going to mention. A smart person would just use repels, but I think that's when my throat attacked me the first time. And I was like, oh, gotta clear my throat. Where it's like I'm nervous about money because I want to be able to buy all the things I want to buy and sell it on City. So I don't want to waste money on repels. Even though you can look at it like I'm not wasting money because repels are pretty handy. You know, time is money after all. Oh, didn't mean to press that button. You know, that help screen sound effect actually reminds me of, like a Zelda sound effect. It's like I feel like I've heard that before in Wind Waker. Alright, so we don't have to go through that poor person's abandoned home anymore if we want to get back to Cerulean City this way. We could just cut down this tree that the Slowbro was in front of. Slowbro punch. Ah, well that's not nice to say to your Slowbro. Slowbro's trying, man. Oh, we have the bike shop. Let's turn in that bike voucher. Actually, let's talk to these people. I'm sure they comment on the bike here. These bikes are cool, but they are way expensive, yeah. So they charge like $1 million to purchase a bike, which you can't even carry in this game. Yeah, so we use a bike voucher, and now we have a bicycle. And let's go ahead and register that. So now, instead of running around, we can use the bike. Although I do enjoy running around, though. Because actually, this isn't as fast as I thought it would be. Shoutouts to the mock bike in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. It's like I may as well just keep the Versus Seeker as my key item. But I wanted to go back to Bill's house because we can talk to him. Where he tells you about looking at his PC, which is kind of creepy. It's like, hey buddy, you want to see what's on my computer? Alright. So if we look at what's on his computer, we can see Eevee. So now that's registered in our decks. We have Flareon, the lovely Flareon. Jolteon. And finally Vaporeon. So very cool. that's all I wanted to come out here to do. Is just check that out. So now we can move forward past Cerulean City. Actually, let me check something out here. I'll pull up a window that I had open. Let's see. Yeah, because we're heading on over to Route 9 now. That's right. And are my Pokemon healed? I think they are. Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep Gyarados out. That's fine. Or actually, no. Let's swap. Let's go with Wigglytuff. Because I like using the Wigglytuff. I said we didn't have to use this house, but here I am using it. Alright. So let's save our game, just in case we have any game crashes. So yeah, this analog pocket's a little sinister at times. Interesting. It's like it appears to be a one-way trip, but yeah, there is an upper section there. Ah, nasty sleep powder. Damn. We will continue fighting through the sleep powder and just try using pounds. 'Cause I don't think Oddish can really do much damage to us. It's not like Oddish has Dream Eater. Alright, so Bellsprout, yeah, we'll swap out. Let's actually use Gyarados. Because it can resist Grass-type moves. Well, not fully resist, but even though it's a Water type, its Flying type makes it to where Grass just does neutral damage. So that's pretty nice. A Poison Powder, oh jeez. Does that mean I should go back to Cerulean City and heal up then? So I think I will, if I'm being poisoned already. Alright, so the switch back to Oddish, we'll use Wigglytuff once again. I think that's fine. Oh god, Stun Spore, man, this person just has everything. We've seen Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, Stun Spore. Good lord. It's a very smart thing to do, though. It's a shame they waste it, though. They flounder this opportunity by just spamming Sweet Scent. It's like, I wonder if there's logic to that, like why the AI just spams Sweet Scent. It's like it has like a 100% chance of doing something, so it just acts on that, I guess. Like it, you know, can lower our evasiveness. So it sees that as a positive somehow. Like, I don't know. I guess it would be particularly useful if it had low accuracy moves, but I don't think Oddish can learn anything that's like super low accuracy. It would actually benefit Bellsprout more than anything with Wrap and, well, I guess Wrap and Powder moves. Alright, interesting battle there by this Alicia character. So I'm gonna go heal up. Very interesting noises there from the poison sound effect. Alright, so next we have Machop and Onyx, I see here, because I am using a little cheat sheet. Because I like seeing like what Pokemon are available in the route, but I did have the trainers pulled up there. So let me actually move that, because I don't want to get too much of an advantage here. Just want to see the available Pokemon more than anything. Oh, and let me check the Meowth, because they haven't picked up an item in a while. It's actually somewhat disappointing. Oh, speaking of items. Oh, Aerial Ace! Well, there's a perfect accuracy type move. Okay. that's really nice. I think only Sandslash can learn it. So... oh, and Meowth, of course. But I won't teach it to Sandslash. That would solve the issue of not being able to hurt Grass-type Pokemon very well. But I think we will preserve the move for something else. Maybe later. I don't know. We'll see. And actually, right now, this would be a pretty nice Pokemon to use Aerial Ace against. But it's fine, it's not a big deal. Alright, so nice bit of experience there. Ooh, Onyx. Actually, you know what? Let's use Sandslash against Onyx. I want to see how powerful Dig can be against a behemoth like Onyx. So I think at this point we should start seeing more Onyx and like Graveler. So they're a bit more bulky than those Geodude. It's like the only kind of sketchy thing is that these Pokemon can also start learning Magnitude. So I feel like that can be potentially problematic. Well, since we got a level up there, let's switch to Gyarados. Let's take this item. Nice Cherry Berry. Cool. Oh, again, I didn't mean to press that button. Growlithe, interesting. We'll just go with Bite Spam, I think. Okay, level 24. Just level ups all over the place. It's pretty nice. Oh, and Charmander. Oh, that's awesome. Against Charmander, I guess we could go with Wigglytuff. That's fine. We'll use the vintage rollout strategy. Hell yeah. Awesome stuff there. It's really cool seeing a starter Pokemon kind of out in the wild like that. Like, not the literal wild, but, you know, just available from other trainers. Yeah, Gyarados is out in front, that's fine. I don't mind Gyarados getting some more experience. Oh, Beedrill. Okay, now the bug catchers are starting to evolve their Pokemon. It took long enough. So we've seen quite a few Kakunas and Metapods and high-level Caterpies and Weedles. We saw a Butterfree on the route before Vermilion, but hadn't seen Beedrill until this point. And actually, it's kind of resilient there. Nice crit there. That should take care of this Beedrill. Oh, 2 Beedrill. Interesting. Yeah, we'll keep Gyarados out. I know Bite is still really weak, but it's better than nothing. Ooh, nice flinch. Hell yeah. And yeah, this Beedrill wasn't so lucky with its Fury attacks. So yeah, awesome stuff there. More experience for Gyarados. Yes. Alright. It's like that bug catcher, like the first line of their losing text was, "What?" And it like reminds me of like Skyrim or something. So you'll get those NPCs or enemies that'll be like, "What we get?" As like you're crawling around the place or sneaking around the place more so. Alright. Alright, so that's the only way to go there. Down here, I wonder. Well, actually, it's like there's 2 paths and I'm nervous about this. So what I'll do, actually, I'll swap out to go back to Sandslash for a little bit. Oh, PP up, yes, that is exactly what we want from Meowth there. It's a fantastic item. Haha. That increases the amount of power points we have for a Pokemon's move. I don't think we have any moves that are like super low. I guess Leech Seed, that wouldn't be... Well, we don't use Leech Seed that much, but... I guess if we had something like Fire Blast or Thunder... Well, actually, I think Thunder has 10 PP, but anyway, just something that's like low that we would end up using a lot. PP up would be very useful for allowing us to use those moves more often before having to heal ourselves. I was kind of hoping this guy would have like a Beedrill or something. But yeah, it seems we're back to our old ways with very over-leveled Caterpies, and I'm sure Weedles. So this guy had 4 Pokemon? Yeah. Alright, oh, Venonat. We haven't seen Venonat yet. It's a bug poison type, so Sandslash should still be fine. Oh, looks pretty cool in this game. I like that. We'll use Dig just to get Stab, because that'll hopefully knock it out. My bugs, yes. That's unfortunate for you. Interesting. Looks like there's 2 pathways here. Looks like there's even more pathways, jeez. So we have this camper trainer. Oh, Rattata, nice. Alright, so this is just one of those routes that has like a bunch of different paths that I'm sure meet up at some point. So I want to say that there's going to be a Pokemon Center coming up after this place in Sandshrew. Yeah, I'm fine just using Sandslash again. Because I would like to get my Pikachu to teach it Flash, so we're prepared for Mount Moon. Because, like I said, the Flash TM, or I'm sorry, the Flash HM is optional. You don't actually have to use it. But it's just very, very convenient. Oh, another Sandshrew. Yeah, we'll keep out Sandslash. It's fine. It's good to see Brick Break getting some usage here, too. Oh, an Ekans, okay. It's like I don't want to hog up all the experience, so we'll switch back to Gyarados. But yeah, with that Pokemon Center, that'll be nice too, because we're kind of at that point where we're starting to take a lot of chip damage from these Pokemon. And actually, speaking of things that are coming up, Gyarados is level 25 soon, so it should be getting a new move. I think its new move is Dragon Rage, which is like a really souped up like Sonic Boom that we've been seeing, where it does a fixed amount of damage, except Dragon Rage will do 40 damage guaranteed. Is there an item here? It's very suspicious grass placement. I guess not. Oh, it's just nice decoration more than anything. Oh, we have this little plot. A Chesto Berry, nice. I'm gonna go down here and see what's down here. I'm glad I did, because there's a random guy here. Well, against this guy... I guess Sandslash would still be our best bet. Because, like, if this guy has Rock-type Pokemon, then Gyarados would get hit by super effective moves. I guess something I could also test out is how effective Brick Break would be against these types of Pokemon. Very defensive Pokemon that do take super effective damage, but as you can see, are not necessarily knocked out by it. So it's like it still would have taken 2 turns to knock out Onyx, as would using Dig, because that's a 2-turn move. It's alright. Just wanted to look into that. Oh, a Burn Heal, nice. That'll be useful for Blaine later. Okay, so we can't quite go all the way over there. I like how in this game there are NPCs that kind of move around in a non-scripted way, like their movements seem pretty random, but they're trainers, you know? Because I love Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, but I don't think that there are any trainers like that. Like, if there are moving trainers, they'll be moving in, like, a set path. Like, I remember, like, the kids on the beach and stuff that'll fight you in the early game. Oh, and actually, a PP up might be useful on Brick Break there. Because I actually see we're in the yellow now, or I guess red-orange. Damn, level 27 for Sand Slash, what a beast. I've been very satisfied using Sand Slash. Alright, let's swap out to Gyarados now. Ooh, Seismic Toss. Oh. That darn 95% accuracy with Tackle. It's still hurting us, and look at that, 2 misses in a row. Interesting. Now thankfully Seismic Toss cannot crit to my knowledge, so Karate Chop can, and yeah, there you go, there's a crit right there. Okay, so that takes care of that guy. And we picked up that berry back there. So I guess we'll plop down here. Is Gyarados at the front? No, I switched into Gyarados. Let's go with Wigglytuff now. Don't you dare patronize me, and I'm just walking around. I'm not doing anything. There's old Caitlyn here, wants to battle with a Meowth. Very nice. Gotta respect the Meowths and their pickup ability. It's always pretty handy. Oh, and Payday, yes. Coins scattered everywhere. So that's technically a way of getting more money in battles, is using Meowths and eventually Persians, the evolved form of Meowth, and using the move Payday to increase the amount of money that you get after a battle. But I won't do that, because I typically don't like using like the same type of Pokemon. Like, I don't like usually having overlapping types. Now, something that Pokemon sometimes does is they'll put hidden items on these like one-way ledgeways. So it's very tempting to go down there and see what's down there. Let's see. Just checking for hidden items. Alright, there's the Pokemon Center. Cool. Oh, is this another one of Professor Oak's aids? Yeah, the ever-present aids to Professor Oak. Yes. Yeah, exactly. 20 species. Yeah, we have 20 species. Oh, and he'll give us an Everstone. Which seems like a worthless item, because what it does, at least when a Pokemon is holding it, like when you're roaming around and in battle, is it prevents your Pokemon from evolving, but is actually useful for breeding purposes. I forget exactly what happens with the Everstone. I think it passes down nature when you're breeding. Like, there's a 50% chance of it passing down to the offspring. Which I guess is kind of worthless in this game, because you don't get the ability to breed Pokemon until after the main game. So, yeah, no breeding in this game, sadly. A nugget is totally useless, so I sold it for $5,000. So then it's not useless, right? Because you just got money from it. Gotta look on the bright side of things there. Alright, type matchups. Nice. Does this guy have anything? Oh, ghosts haunting Lavender Town. Yeah. We'll be looking into that a bit later. But like I said, I wanted to get the Pikachu. I think we can use Zubat, maybe? But, yeah, just using Pikachu's fine. To use Flash on. I like to use the HM for Flash. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that right now. Oh, and Meowth has an item. Cool. I wonder if that other Meowth had an item on it. It's like I didn't see it on the information screen, the minimal information you get from moving Pokemon around, but nah, it's all right. It's not too. It's not too crucial to double check that right now. But all right, with Flash in hands, that now takes us to Route 10, which is pretty nice. And yeah, my Pokemon are all healed up. I've been out of a Pokemon gym a few times, but I always lose. Oh, yes. Well, I'm now in that club, apparently. Not necessarily of always losing, but at least losing once. Damn you, double team. Oh, getting flashbacks now with this Pikachu. Good old Lieutenant Surge. Well, let's just go Defense Curl and roll out. I think that would be best. Yeah, there we go with the double teams being spammed against us. You know what? Wigglytuff is a fighter with a very nice crit. Ah, damn paralysis. Oh, it's alright, we're right next to the Pokemon Center, so we can heal up with no problem. Clefairy. Oh, what does Clefairy give us? I actually don't know off the top of my head. Let's see. 2 hit point. Wow, that's pretty nice. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, so I'm fine just continuing letting rollout play out, but I was curious what Clefairy gives for effort values. Interesting using Follow Me during a single player battle. Or, yeah, a single battle. And there we go. Very nice Wigglytuff. With another crit as well. Oh. I've always liked these trees here, by the way, because it's like they're not really needed. You could just go around and, you know, proceed that way. So we have a Cherry Berry, which actually heals paralysis, but I may as well just completely heal up at this point. It's like the game knew that it was going to paralyze me, so it put a Cherry Berry there. Or it's like they knew that when they were developing and making this game. Oh, I actually deposited the Meowth that has cut. Oh. Well, that was very foolish on my part. Alright, let's swap out this Meowth then. I didn't even realize that. I suppose I could teach cut to both the Meowths, but I'll just do this anyway to double check. Yeah, I don't think this Meowth had any items on it. Because I think it would appear below the level and gender markers. Yeah, no item for it. Well, that's totally fine. Glad I did that, just so we have cut back on us. But okay, let's see. Let's put Gyarados back in front. Yep, there's the cut animation. Very nice. Oh. Alright, Rock Tunnel. Yeah, you can see how this would be very annoying if you don't have Flash. Now, something that's nice is if we get our ass kicked in here, we do have Sand Slash that has Dig, so we can use that outside of battle. And, yeah, I see branching paths here. Yeah, let's pick this up. Oh, and we'll have some new Pokemon down here. Machop is one of them. Machop is pretty cool. I think in here you find Onix as well. Because earlier I think I was confusing Mount Moon with Rock Tunnel. Nice, one step and encounter. But yeah, you can find Onix at like a low percentage down here. Yeah, so we'll just continue running away from these Pokemon. But yeah, that's a very nice repel. Pokemon fight, ready, go. Oh, interesting. Ooh, nice. This guy's outfit. Oh my gosh. Oh, Cubone! We haven't seen a Cubone yet. Cubone's awesome. Out of curiosity, what does Cubone give us? 1 defense. Cool. I also think that crit is pretty cool. Wow, headbutt. Man, just a bunch of cool things happening here. I know it's just headbutt, but it's still cool to see a move like that being used. So it's actually not bad. 70 base power, 100% accuracy, and the chance to flinch. Oh, and Dragon Rage now is in our arsenal of moves. That's pretty handy. Slowpoke. What does Slowpoke do? Let me see. Let's check out Slowpoke. 1 hit point. Cool. That's... Well, I want to switch out anyway to Wigglytuff. To get that... To get some more experience on Wigglytuff. I just love Slowpoke's sprite. This is so funny. Alright, it is a bit resilient though, so this might take a little while to knock it out. But that's fine. We get to look at the sprites some more. Oh, Confusion. Interesting. It's like I looked away for a moment, and I was like, whoa, what was that? What was that? Like the Skyrim characters. It's like, actually, Skyrim would be kind of fun to play on stream too, I think, at some point. Alright, that takes care of this potential pervert. It's like I have Gyarados out, but I feel like you see a bunch of hikers down here, so I'm kind of nervous about that. Actually, I saw one of them, like, by a ladder in the bottom left previously. Alright, looks like we'll be coming out of that ladder that guy is by. Speaking of Geodude, it's another opportunity to catch us a Geodude. One that has Rock Head. And yeah, you can use Rock Smash as well. We don't have access to Rock Smash yet, I don't think. But you can actually get encounters that way by using Rock Smash on certain Pokemon and stuff. But alright, let's fight this guy. I draw illustrations of Pokemon when I'm home. See, now, I wouldn't have a problem with that. It's like you get this weird music playing behind someone saying something like that. And then he's like dressed like this. He's being all weird. Like, I don't know. Has his arms out, trying to, you know, grab me or something. So it's all very nerve-wracking right now. But yeah, Gyarados is like perfect for these Slowpoke. Alright. Let's swap on over to Wigglytuff. I know it's a little weak, but I think we should be okay. Before we go up there, yeah, let's get this item. A nice revive, that's pretty handy. Alright, wonder what this person has. Oh, an Oddish, hell yeah. Hopefully we aren't poisoned or put to sleep like last time. Yeah, I guess Pound would be our best choice. Alright, Sweet Scent Spam, I'm okay with that. Sorry, oh, oh, yes, I see. Yep, these Pokemon are hand-drawn. See, I dip into the Goom accent now. I'll have to look at some old archival audio clips to freshen up on the individual saying hand-drawn that we are familiar with. Alright, nice, level 25 there. Cool. Oh, Bulbasaur, hell yeah. Bulbasaur aficionado. Yeah, let's see what Bulbasaur gives us. I'm assuming HP. No, special attack. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna leave Wigglytuff out. This might seem strange, but we'll leave Wigglytuff out and then switch to Ivysaur. Damn, 14 damage from the poison though. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm just tired of being poisoned at this point, so yeah, this'll shield us from that, and also from the powers of Razor Leaf. But not from Sleep Powder, yeah. I think that's a Gen 4 thing onward, where Sleep Powder doesn't affect grass types, or any powder moves. But I could be wrong about that. That might be a newer mechanic than Gen 4. It's just I vaguely recall in Eterna City when you're fighting Gardenia, it's like if she uses Stun Spore on you or you use Stun Spore on her, it doesn't actually affect her Pokemon. It's something like that. I don't know. Anyway, we do have an antidote. I mean, we're not that far into this place. You know what? I'll just use Dig. Yeah, let's go back to Route 10. It is super nice having, like, an escape rope at all times. There will likely be a point, though, where we won't have Dig anymore. I'll probably teach Earthquake to Sandslash. It sucks that we only get one Earthquake TM, because I would like to teach that to Gyarados, because that's kind of like the main move for Gyarados, you know? You can't really use water or flying type moves, because water type moves use the special attack stat, and then flying type moves, it doesn't learn any flying type moves, except for hidden power flying. So it's like Earthquake is pretty damn nice on a Dragon Danced Gyarados. Let me save just to save. and then who do I have at the front here? Alright, so now they're both 25. Let's go back to Gyarados. Oh, I haven't seen a Zubat in a while. Nice. As we will slowly but surely make our way out of Mount Moon. It's like I want to get to Celadon to see how much money we have and how much money we need. And then I will kind of go from there and start buying repels, I think. Although I think, besides Victory Road, Rock Tunnel here, which I may have called Mount Moon a few times, but Rock Tunnel, I think is the last annoying dungeon in this game. Hey, there's an Onyx. Nice. Alright, we will run away. Yeah, it didn't take too long to get back to this point. It's nice to see Mankey here too, that's pretty cool. Alright, so I think we have another one of these creeps. The hand-drawn appreciators. I think these are also like the the scientist sprites. Do you know about Pokemon cosplay? Interesting. Which is actually a very popular thing. I don't mean to like bash it or anything. It's just, I don't know, this particular person is what I'm bashing. Because he has his arms out. See that look in his eye there? It's very sinister. Especially with the somewhat creepy music playing in the background of his text boxes. But anyway, yeah, I do appreciate the Charmander, though. Charmander's awesome. Let's actually use Dragon Rage. Because Charmander, I don't think, will have much hit points. And that's a sick-ass animation. That's cool. And speaking of cool, getting a metal claw to the face. It's another great animation. Cubone. Yeah, that's, yeah, we'll fight a Cubone, that's fine. I think Cubone will be a bit more resilient than Charmander. As it flinches and gets crit. But we'll use Dragon Rage. I liked seeing that animation. Oh, that's so awesome. I love that. Alright, that takes care of Steve. Alright, we will continue using Gyarados throughout here. Ooh, another Mankey. Nice. So I actually quite like, you know, because I've seen that Charmander now, and then somebody else had a Bulbasaur earlier. I think before the route that we're currently on. And it's like, I like how in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, how you can find starter Pokemon in the wild, but they're a bit more rare. It's like I really enjoyed doing that. Because the game plays out like Pokemon Yellow, so you are gifted the starter Pokemon, but you can still catch them in the wild. Because I think I caught a Bulbasaur in like Viridian Forest or something. That was pretty cool. Alright, so no such luck using Bite here, because Machop does resist it. Man, what a... these crits are awesome, man. Because we've seen Wigglytuff get some on the rollouts, and then Gyarados here with some of these bites. The tackles, though. The tackles are the Achilles heel of these attacks that I have on my team. They're kind of falling off here with that 95% accuracy. And I just realized this guy's name is Hiker Eric. I'm battling myself And myself, I have an Onyx apparently. Yeah, I will switch out because I think Onyx is a bit too, well, it's not strong. It has like 45 base attack. So even if it does have Rock Throw or something, I think I'll be fine. So yeah, I'll continue using Gyarados. And we'll go with Bite. See if we can't flinch this thing. Oh, Screech. That's actually kind of intimidating. Dropping our defense by 2 stages. Alright, I defeated myself there. I'll raise my Pokemon to beat yours, kid. Yes. I don't know about that. Now, before going up that ladder, I did see another hiker a little bit below this one, so we'll go ahead and... I was going to say attack that hiker. We'll go ahead and battle that hiker. Oh, I thought that was like a texture on the ground. Those rocks that I just ran into. I mean, right? It's like Gaz doing that with a shiny woman that he sees. When you try to lower her hit points, but you just end up getting arrested. It's that dejected photo. Good lord. Oh, man. Okay, I got confused there for a moment. I was like, wait, was that Zubat a part of the battle? Alright, so here we have Alan with a Geodude. Nice. Oh, level 25. Okay. Seems like the levels are now starting to pick up a little bit more. The best meme photo. It is. It really is. I think it's my best Gaz one that I have. Yeah, he does look very sad in that photo. I'm a better technician. Interesting. So yeah, there's just 2 pathways you could take. So yeah, let's talk to this guy now. There's like so many hikers in here. It's probably a safe bet to assume they all have like Geodudes and Onyx. Mud Sport. Interesting. So that weakens Electric-type moves, which I wasn't going to use anyway. The only Electric-type move I have is Thunder Shock on Pikachu. But then he has Geodude. Interesting. Yeah, I guess we'll keep out Gyarados. That's fine. Just using a bunch of Bite spam at this point. So I see Bite is kind of getting lower in PP. So maybe I'll switch out. I haven't used Ivysaur in a little while. At least it feels that way. Guess we can get Ivysaur back into the mix a little bit. Alright, Machop, yeah, we'll switch out, I guess back to Gyarados, that's fine. Intimidate will be pretty handy. Ah, the Seismic Tosses. Seeing quite a bit of those, which is actually a really good play by the AI. Because Karate Chop won't do much damage to us. And I don't know if Machop gets low kick. Alright, so we have 2 paths. I guess we'll take the left one. I've already kind of committed to it. Let's run away there. Interesting. This person's lost in here. Nice. I don't blame them. Well, actually, you know what? I kind of do... Well, no. I don't blame them because I would also probably be a bit lost in here if it weren't for Flash. Because Flash makes this place not too bad to navigate. A little hardened. Interesting. It's like these rock types are kind of bulky. Not only with their physical defense, but I think also with their hit points. So it might not be the best idea to use Dragon Rage against them. So I think what I'll do, let's switch to Sand Slash, because Gyarados is getting kind of low on hit point. I think it'll be a while until Onix gets like Earthquake or... Well, I think just Earthquake. I don't think it learns Magnitude. I think only Geodude does. Yeah, those Hardens are pretty useful for Onix. But not useful enough as we take it out. And Geodude, yeah, we'll leave Sand Slash in. Moving from one beast of a Pokemon to another. From Gyarados to Sand Slash. Okay, takes care of that. And I don't think that there were any trainers up on that path. There's that guy there. But there's also this item, so let's get this. A nice escape rope. It's pretty handy in case you don't have Dig at this point. Outsiders like you need to show me some respect. Oh. It's like I'm not popular enough to get trolls or anything. But that would be a great line for the trolls. It really wouldn't, but it would just be fun to say to somebody like that. Alright. So, well, no, we'll try using Gyarados. Alright, perfect. Rock Throw missed. Ooh, Graveler. Yeah, we're gonna switch out for Graveler. Graveler's a bit too much. And I won't use Dig, because I feel like Graveler would be a Magnitude user. Because the fear with Magnitude and Earthquakes, I don't think I've actually mentioned that. Hell yeah, nice crit there. You love to see that. The reason why I'm mentioning those two moves so much is because if Sand Slash is using Dig, or any Pokemon is using Dig, then it actually takes double damage when your opponent, or any Pokemon, uses Earthquake on the field. Or Magnitude, for that matter. And yeah, more branching paths. So it's like something to be a little weary of. And let's get some Wigglytuff action going. Let's get this item. Nice Pecha Berry, which I think cures poison. Some rocks to Rock Smash. I feel like there's a hidden item in the top right there. In that gap in between the smashable rocks and the, I guess, non-smashable rock. But we don't have Rock Smash, so we'll continue. And then we came from down there, so Yeah, we'll just move forward. Do you know how you can avoid getting lost in the mountains? You can bend twigs as trail markers. Oh, okay, that's kind of like in Minecraft, putting down torches on like a certain side of the wall. I guess back in the olden days, whenever I used to play Minecraft when I was younger. I don't know about these days with the incredibly large cave systems they have now. Alright. Well, we will go all in with Wigglytuff. I don't see a problem with a Pidgey here. Ah, there's Rollout missing. Well, if Rollout is going to miss, I'm okay with it missing against a Pidgey. That's totally fine. Ooh, Sand Attack. Shades of Pez's Pidgeotto. Oh, what a beast. It's like Rollout should not be as successful as it has been up to this point. Oh, you are awesome, Wigglytuff. Because normally I use Clefable in playthroughs. Nah, but here I am using Wigglytuff. I don't know what... Well, no, actually this guy, isn't he the move tutor for... Yeah, exactly, Rollout is super good so far. It's like Whitney was ahead of her time, I think. But this guy, he teaches Rock Slide, I believe. Oh man, Rock Slide would be amazing on Sand Slash. But I don't know if I want to teach it quite yet. Because if my next Pokemon is going to be Ninetales at some point... I actually forgot what the 6th Pokemon is going to be. I don't remember. Maybe Aerodactyl. Because if I do... Well, no. No, yeah, it's going to be Magnemite. So yeah, nothing else would learn Rock Slide except for Sand Slash. I think I'll hold off for now. We'll come back here, maybe. So far, Rock Tomb has been okay. But then it's like, well, why would I prolong learning Rock Slide? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, let's just learn Rock Slide. That's fine. Because I think a part of me was like, well, do I want to use that Aerodactyl? But even if I did want to use Aerodactyl, it learns Ancient Power, which I know is worse than Rock Slide. But I still like using Ancient Power. It's like one of those moves I just like using. Kind of like, what was it? Like Hydro Pump on Bagon, you know? Back when we were breeding for good Bagons. Or Bagons. So let's just cut to the chase here and learn Rock Slide on Sand Slash. Which I guess, speaking of good rock-type moves, yeah, so we'll be going from 50 base power and 80 accuracy to 75 base power and 90 accuracy, and with the chance to flinch. Alright, no regrets. So we now have Rock Slide. Plus, if worst comes to worst, and... Well, I don't know, maybe this is kind of like cheating in a way, but I do have my Fire Red save file, and I don't think I've used the Rock Slide move tutor in that game. So I could just whip that out and, you know, teach like an Aerodactyl that if I wanted to use Aerodactyl. Now, speaking of using Pokemon, it's like there's a hiker ahead of me, and I don't think Wigglytuff is gonna do well against a hiker, so... Just switching out now to good old Sand Slash. Oh, Max Ether, nice. But yeah, there's this guy. And then I saw another one of those fake scientist Pokemaniacs up above. So maybe with that, I will switch back to Wigglytuff. Man, Sandslash almost has like an endgame moveset. You know, it's doing pretty well for itself. No, I'm fine. I'll keep Sandslash in there. And then Graveler. We'll keep Sandslash in. Do not mind the old Graveler. So yeah, let's see. I'll use Brick Break again. Because this has actually been working out quite nice. Oh, it's like 1 hit point left. It's like modern Sturdy. Where Sturdy acts as a focus sash, basically. Alright, very nice. Good old Sandshrew leveling up. God, what a beast. But like I said, I'll switch back to Wigglytuff. And let's see what's down here. More smashable rocks. Okay. Against this, I guess Rollout wouldn't be great against Slowpoke. Because I think it resists it. And oh gosh, we're getting growled now. Let's switch, because it's going to take a little while to eventually knock out a Slowpoke with Wigglytuff. And honestly, I should keep switch training. But I guess it doesn't matter too much, because we do have the Versus Seeker. It's like, a lot of the things I'm saying are kind of nonsensical. Because earlier I was like saying, oh, well, I don't want to buy Repels, because I might not have enough money for what I want at like the Game Corner and at the Celadon department store. Which I don't think that there's much in this playthrough that I'll need there, but... it's like we have the Versus Seekers, so we can always just battle trainers to get more money, you know? It's like I'm being overly cautious about that. Alright, Ivysaurs, getting some nice boosts there. Pretty good stuff. Oh, Sweet Scent, interesting. If anything, that would replace Tackle, and I don't want to replace Tackle. Yeah, I'd be jealous of my team too if that's all I had, just 3 Slowpoke. Slowpoke's awesome. I don't mean to criticize Slowpoke or anything, but, you know. It's like, you should probably have a few more Pokemon than that. Don't try anything funny in the dark. I wish DL were here. He would love some of these lines from these, like, camper girls and stuff. Or picnic trainers. Oh, the Stun Spore. Should have assumed our luck would run out at some point with not taking too many hits in the way of, like, status conditions and confusion and stuff. But yeah, the paralysis is really affecting us this time. So I guess Gyarados will just kind of be a lame duck for now. Oh man, look at those stat increases though. 3s and 4s, it's really nice. Clefairy. Well, I'm going to switch out regardless. Let's use Wigglytuff for Clefairy. I think that'd be fine. I guess we'll go with Rollout here. Oh, Minimize. Oh gosh. It's the normal type double team. Alright, if we can get one more rollout, which is very unlikely, with 2 Minimizes up. Oh, and it lands. Yes! I know it's just a Clefairy, but still, it's very exciting, you know, having these moves land in certain situations. Alright, love that stat distribution as well. It's pretty good. It was too dark, yes. Alright, so we have another trainer down there. Again, Gyarados is kind of struggling at this point because of the paralysis. So let's go ahead and fight this trainer with Wigglytuff. Ooh. Ariana Grande apparently is the trainer here. Starting with a Pidgey. Yeah, we'll go ahead and try rollouts. Because it's like the game does let us switch out, actually. Oh, speaking of switching out. Oh, now we're fighting fighting with Sandslash. All right. This is overkill, but I want to use it anyway. Rock Slide. Oh, that is so awesome, and a crit. It's like Stone Edge is the move that crits in terms of rock type moves. Oh, Bellsprout. Funnily enough, Gyarados would be great for this. You know what? We will we'll switch to Gyarados. This might seem really dumb, but Bellsprout will just be able to use Wrap and Vine Whip, and so I think we'll be okay fighting through the paralysis and just using Bite, just spamming Bite. And then Rattata, yeah, let's switch back out to Wigglytuff. Oh man, that pound did a lot of damage. I'm kind of surprised by that. Because Wigglytuff doesn't have the best attack stat. But I guess it is a Rattata, so I shouldn't get too excited about that. But yeah, let's keep Wigglytuff out. Keep the ball rolling with that. Oh yeah, it is down here, okay. I think, anyway. I think I'll run towards that trainer in the bottom left after this encounter. Because it's like we have 2 split paths. So one of these is definitely a dead end of some kind. But I'm not sure if it's this one, because maybe this person's like guarding an item or something. I guess we shall find out after this battle. Alright, so Meowth. So my throat needs clearing once again, so I'm gonna mute. Fantastic stuff from Wigglytuff, as always. Very pleased with Wigglytuff, and the crazy thing is that, you know, these aren't even the final moves I want to use on it, and it's having this much success. Okay, yeah, that looks like the exit, so I'm going to go back slightly to the right and then move up. See if there's an item up there. So there's like this massive gap of space up there. I'm very curious what this is. Ah, yes, an item, of course. Oh, a pearl. Yeah, we can sell that for money. I think it's like a step above Stardust, but it's not nearly as valuable as like a star piece or a nugget. Those are incredibly more valuable. And yeah, Meowth has an item, a Rostberry, which heals us from being frozen. Doesn't really have much use, because it's not often you end up getting frozen in this game. Or really any game. Because there's no, like, freeze-inflicting move in the Pokemon series. Oh, Pearl is the lowest. Okay, so it's even lower than Stardust. Damn, so that's like $500 then? Okay, Pearl then Stardust. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, fair enough. I guess it's still nice getting an item to sell, though. So we're almost out of this wretched place. That wasn't too bad to navigate, actually. Flash really trivializes a lot of the difficulty navigating a place like this. Oh. We have some more trainers, though. Interesting. Who do I have in the front? Wigglytuff? Yeah, that's fine. It's really against that hiker where I should switch out from Wigglytuff. Okay, this time let's go with pounds and then roll out. So I mute again. 1 second. It's like it always sounds weird on my end when my voice starts doing that. It's like I sound like a robot when Gaz like turns into a robot a little bit, like on Discord from the connection stuff. But it's like it's actually my voice doing that. It's weird. But yeah, maybe that's a sign I should maybe end the stream soon or something. Because my voice keeps dipping into that. But I don't know, I've been enjoying this regardless of the voice stuff. But I think once we get to Lavender Town, we will call it. So I don't want to get too, it's like I don't want to overdo it, basically. As weird as it sounds with streaming, but... Oh, a Nanab berry, nice. So like I said, I saw a hiker back there, as my voice starts being weird again. So I'll battle the hiker. Okay, next up is Onyx. And again, that's like sturdy in the modern Pokemon games, just leaving Onix with 1 hit point. Because I think Onix can get Sturdy or Rockhead, just like Geodude. But alright, good stuff there. I think there's some more trainers past these two, because we're not quite in the clear yet. As we'll go in this direction. Do have this Maniac here. Yeah, I'll just keep Sandslash out for now. Hi kid, do you want to see my Pokemon? See, they're just so weird, these traders. Oh my gosh. Alright, so he has a Cubone, that's fine. It's like, I like Cubone, Cubone's awesome, but... I don't know, you start playing that music for this guy, and it really becomes questionable. Very nice Bone Club animation, too. I haven't seen that yet. Because the other Cubones haven't used that. Slowpoke, interesting. It's like, well, do I dare try fighting through the paralysis? Nah, we'll just use Wigglytuff. We'll see how lucky we can get with Pound. Yep, there we go. Nice crit. It's like perfect timing on that. Lovely. And actually Pound did a pretty nice amount of damage there, too. Okay. And then that leads us to town. Oh yeah, there's one more trainer. That's a hiker. Yeah, I'm fine with Sandslash taking this fight. Oh, this mountain air is delicious. I guess if you use that voice for anybody saying anything, then it's just... it becomes weird. Alright. Alright, this guy has nothing we can't handle by this point. Level 19 Onix is not much of a challenge, so... Oh, the Graveler, though. That's kind of interesting. Also level 19, for some arbitrary reason. Nice, one-hit KO. Very cool. That should actually bounce us to level 29 now. Yeah, 544 XP. Yeah, very, very good stuff. Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely love to see it. As I think that's the last trainer now for this route. So yeah, that's the little tower in town, here in Lavender Town. The new Sylph Scope, make the invisible plane to see. Yes, that's a very important thing coming up here. The Sylph Co and the Sylph Scope. Alright, so Lavender Town, it's very creepy, so we'll head inside the Pokemon Center and save our game here and end the stream. So I've been going for 3 hours, and my voice has been kind of being a little weird at times, so yeah, I think now is a good stopping point. Maybe we'll pick up later today, ooh, who knows. Probably not, we'll probably resume again tomorrow. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. Because I know there's been a few folks who've stuck around on TikTok for quite a while, and then of course Al over on YouTube, and anybody else lurking on YouTube. I think actually you might be the only person watching Al on the YouTube side, which is fine. It's not a big deal. I do appreciate you sticking around, and of course those on TikTok, once again, sticking around for the stream. But yes, the next time I stream, which will likely be tomorrow, will be more LeafGreen. And exactly right, Al. That's looking on the bright side. One is better than none. Exactly right. So, once again, thank you all for watching. And until my next stream, I will see you next time.